The first time I ever heard about you, you were at the SEC Media Days, and you took a cup of coffee and some mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Put some mayonnaise in a cup of coffee. What are we doing?
Okay, I'll give the whole rundown. So
yeah, give me the rundown on that, because I know we got a fragrance out now that is literally sold out. You can't even get your hands on it.
Yeah.
And you've really taken this thing and put it to the moon. But it started with a cup of coffee and some mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was wild. In college, I was pretty active on social media, like just posting BS that I thought was funny on TikTok, whatever. If I thought it was funny, it was going up, and I thought other people might get some laughs at it too. And yeah, I was making a little cash on it too. I was helping on the marketing deal with NIL and stuff being there. I was grinding my ass off, fellas. I didn't have no collective to hand me any money. I made
do your thing.
I didn't really make much, but I had to work for what I made in college, and I'm proud of it. But it was a breakfast I was at, and we got our coffees, and there was no cream or sugar on the table, just a bottle of Mayo. And the person I was with was just like, "Hey, you should post a video of you drinking it or something. Instead, that must be how they drink their coffee down here or something like that." And I was like, you know what, I will. And so I poured the Mayo in and stirred it up, made a little stupid little video, and it was funny. People liked it, and then it got re-picked up when I went to SEC Media Day, and they asked me to do it again, and then that kind of sparked it again, and then it kind of picked up some more steam during the draft when everyone's trying to find all the dirt and shit to pick up about people, like, who's going to draft this freaking idiot,
psychopath, this Mayo lover
stuff. Yeah, so that was a weird process, because I was like trying to convince people that I'm not this psychopath weirdo with a weird sense of humor.
They want you to be the face of the franchise.
Exactly.
Like, dog.
Yeah. So dealing with that, and I really, like, at first was like, I don't want this to be a part of my personality. I want to be known for the person that I am, not like this silly antics that I might pull on camera. And it didn't take long to kind of shift that thought process when I talked to the Hellman's marketing team, and they're like, no, I think there's something here. Like, you should lean into this. Like, we could do a really funny campaign. It was authentic in terms that I actually do really like mayonnaise, and specifically Hellman's, which was a staple in my family's fridge my entire life. So talking to them and it just made me realize, like, hey, like, no, this is funny. We can make this even more funny, and at the same time, I'm gonna get a pretty sweet deal out of it too. So we did a couple of things last year. They extended me for a couple more years, and we did this crazy.
Hey, you crushed the commercial, bro.
Cologne commercial, yeah.
How long were you on set doing that bullshit over and over and over and over?
Yeah.
This was at the Titans practice facility. It was the longest day of my summer, actually. I did the Live Pro-Am at the Grove here in Nashville, which was an awesome weekend. And then I did a radio show for an hour, and then I did that shoot from 4 to midnight.
4 to midnight?
Yeah, it was a long day, and I'm pumped with how it came out. And there should be something else coming out soon with them, which will should be fun. So I'm excited to show people.
You want to break it here?
You want to see? We can see a sneak peek. We can see a sneak peek. Oh, I'll just show you one still shot from it that'll kill you guys.
What kind of sneak peek are we getting?
A still shot, it sounds like, of something coming out soon.
A new promo.
Yeah.
When does the
just backed by
I think it comes out tomorrow. Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Oh, well, then you can talk about it, because this comes out tomorrow.
We need to get you on Hellman's Baked Beans.
Excuse me?
No, Will.
I'm a big Baked Bean fan. No. Is that real?
No.
I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Hey, it looks
he's
good.
limber. He's strong. Look at him.
That is funny as hell.
That comes out. So that photo comes out tomorrow, or
It's
what
a
comes
video. That's just a still shot from the video, but
Are you able to say the brand?
No, this
it's Hellman's. It's Hellman's.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Hellman's.
Yeah, it's a Hellman's.
Yeah, it's a Hellman's ad.
Hellman's.
Yeah.
Bro, it's amazing.
Dog. The leg thing is so funny.
He said no.
It reminds
He
me
said
of
it's
those
not
old
real.
school Old Spice commercials.
Yeah,
ever
that's what
seen
they
those?
remind me of. That's what this whole campaign reminds me of like
Yeah.
kind of the old school Old Spice, because it's so tongue in cheek. Like
The Old Spice commercials were awesome.
So good.
Yeah, they were unbelievable. So they're the biggest player as far as your marketing goes. Is there anybody else you have your eyes on that you're like, I would love to be sponsored by?
I've been saying it ever since NIL. I think the day NIL became a thing, I tweeted at Levi's jeans. I was like, let's do something here. So I mean, it's been thrown out there. I'll keep poking them, but we'll get there eventually, I think. But
Let's talk about True Classic.
Dude, have you
You
put
ever
a
wore
True
some True
Classic t-shirt
Classic?
on before?
I haven't actually.
I'll tell you what, your arms would look fantastic.
Yeah.
Brother,
in a
you've
True
already got
Classic
the
shirt.
physique going on, but you put a True Classic t-shirt on and their jeans, unstoppable.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to
There's-
go out in
there's
Nashville.
no
All the ladies
question.
would seriously be jumping at you.
There's
Like,
no
I got to go
question.
back up to my 1-bedroom apartment with my 100-inch screen TV.
We'll hook
can't
you
be
up with
down
some
here.
True Classic, and then you can think about it.
Levi's
Come on.
Levi's is good, but it's not the 70s anymore. It's not the
Hey.
you know.
No?
It's time to move on
I'm
and
just
go to
saying,
True Classic.
I feel like we're confident enough to put our reputation on the line for True Classic. I think you'll love it.
Yeah,
I would
think
love
you
some.
will
I'd love to
absolutely
try
love it,
some.
yeah.
I'm very specific with my jeans. Like even with Levi's, like I think it'd take a special cut for me to be like, all right, let's do this the right
That's
way.
all we needed.
that's all.
That's all we needed.
That's all we need.
Because I think, yeah,
True
I won't
Classic
say
came on
anymore.
with
I won't
us.
say anymore.
And I got these long legs,
Yeah.
and so they didn't even make 36 length. They ended up making a 36 length for me, and it's the best fitting jean I've ever had
Nice.
in my life.
Yeah,
It's phenomenal.
yeah. Should we go shout out? No for shout out. Should we get into some?
I was about to
segments,
say, how do
Lou?
you ask that question and then how
Which
am I supposed
question?
to say something without there being a free shout out? You know, like
True, yeah, but
I
this-
know. I was
this
thinking
is
about
like
it too.
a-
I was like, oh man,
It's kind of like
Free
a seed,
shout-out,
though. You're
but
putting a seed in the ground.
Yeah, but
You're
also
like, hey,
he's helping him try to get a new
right,
deal.
right, yeah. Because there's no shout outs. But if you want something, this is where you asked it.
Exactly.
This is where you want something.